All right, so yeah, the day hasn't stopped. Get that out of the way of that bloody light. Right, we're back up here. I went shot back for dinner, grab a couple of grimmies, and get back up here. And the level's holding, which is really good. That's with the main gate open, main gate valve open, and what's coming out of the top of the spillway, which is still maxed out, and it's like just holding it as it is. But the big news is there's actually bloody stars up in the sky. Yes, get in there. Can't believe it. Absolutely joyous to see stars in the sky. I think I'm tripping out, to be honest. I'm not sure that they're real. I don't know if I've got bloody raindrops falling in my eyes, making me see things with this torch on. But I'm hoping it is, and that's the end of it. What I'll end up doing is I'll just work the math on it, but I know from experience I can leave the gate open. The water's still probably a foot higher than it needs to be, and so on that big surface area of 8 acres I can leave that gate open, and I'll come back first thing in the morning as soon as it gets light, close that up, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we're all right. What a bloody day. Yeah, what a day. And as my mate Mr. Dagnall just said to me in a message, he says most people think we're sitting around drinking wine and counting the cash. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you're having an absolute giraffe if you think that. This game is not for the faint-hearted. It's balls to the wall. Look, we have great times in it. I love it. I froth on it. I enjoy it. But it tests you, and keeps you on your toes. As these huge days that don't end. They don't end at 5 o'clock when you clock off. They end when it ends, and when Mother Nature tells you it's all right to go home. All right, catch you. Bye. Right, I've been up here since about 6. Just shut the main gate valve off for the lake, and even with that and the full spillway going full chat all night, it was about a centimetre under going over the spillway. So good decision made, I think, to left that going all night. Meant that if we do have anything else, we've got a bit of grace there now in the lake level before any other issues or problems. So again, another good thing to come from it. Again, I'll probably, if in future we've got big rain forecast, I can crack that and lower it a little bit more. It just gives me a bit more grace here. Yeah, I might get a bit of water flowing in, but I'm not going to lose any. That's the main thing. I'm going to go and inspect the damage. It's just getting light enough to do so, and I'll report back and let you see what the geo is. All right then. So this is the aftermath. If you can remember, last night it was basically at the top of that level. So we've dropped about 12 inches, 10 to 12 inches, having the lake open and obviously the spillway going full noise. Which has put us in a good spot again, so we're all right. I'll show you what's happened up at the end there, but this is quite unbelievable. This, again, never seen anything like it. I mean, this was just a little spike, a little stream that comes out of the spillway. Has a little bit of water going. Look at the erosion that's taken place there as it's really ripped through here, going full chat. So, yeah, quite incredible. Moved a lot of water. Quite a load of nice flag iris here in this old channel. There for you, Mr. Chris Shaw, if you're watching this. Come on, look at all those little beauties. Going to make your lake look pretty. All right, let's go and have a look at the other end. Well, it's a long way down here now. The stream's returned to some sort of normality. Remember, the water was lapping up to this ridge line just here last night. See, the lake was up pretty much a foot. So this area held up relatively well in terms of cross erosion. This is the thing, I mean, this you see, if you can see here, this is a straight concrete. It's one of those, you can see they've been put on top of each other there. So that these form this underside here, which would have obviously been built at the height that they expected to be peak flow. But it's way lower. So you know, I'd built this up, obviously this is the old existing layer and level, so if we hadn't have built it up we would have had some real troubles. But I'm going to have to, again, still really thinking about what I'm going to do at the moment. It needs to be built up with a rock and clay, and obviously compacted and made solid. But whether I line these outside edges, these flat outside edges, with some of the big 400 sort of mil trunk tree trunks that I have, I can obviously lay them up along here on the side, stake them with some, say, 10 or 8 mil or 10 mil rebar and have them bent and hooked over to hold them down. Use one on that side, maybe one on this side, and then fill the internal with rock and clay. And I could bring it up maybe, you know, 400 mil. So, you know, a decent amount, which I think would make us safe. Well, it would. I'm looking at it now. It would make it safe. Obviously, this was all complete carnage because it was just washing through into the lake yesterday. A fence I'm going to keep there at the moment. You know, I've got to crack the top pond tomorrow and get the siphons set up, because the siphons need to be in place, ready in that drop in for next week's netting of the top lake. So I'm sort of in a sort of 2 and 8 really, because I've got to get this sorted and made safe, but I've also got to get the top lake done. So we shall see. Right, so as you can see, the work that needs to be done here to put this back into some sort of decent state to withstand another sort of incident like that. I don't know if it's going to be, if I'm going to try and get a permanent fix on it right away. I think I'm going to have to. As soon as it's dried off, I'm going to give it pretty much the rest of this week. Forecast is looking pretty good. Just concentrate on the top lake netting, and then basically I can fall back on here the week after, which is still supposed to be dry, repair all of this, get it all sorted, and work out what I'm going to do in terms of fill and where I'm going to get that fill from, where I'm going to get that rock and decent clay from, the trees I can get round here, etc. So yeah, but lots to think about, lots to do. Obviously you can see colour of water, it's not particularly bloody good considering it was gin clear. At this time of year, some of the farmers have been muck spreading, but I don't think anyone above me did. It's pretty cold, so you know, water temperatures that sort of 6-7 degrees max, 6 degrees, so shouldn't really cause me any issues, even if a bit of nutrient has come in. Fingers crossed. All right, I'll catch this later. That's going to be it for me today. I'm going to crawl in a big hole and collapse.